After checking out Wreckfest in my previous video, I wanted more car destruction, so I downloaded Wreckfest 2, but instead of car destruction, I almost destroyed my Steam Deck. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Wreckfest 2 on the Steam Deck OLED, or at least trying to take a look. Cool, the sequel to this beloved demolition racer came out in March and it's in early access, but right now it's more of a tech test than a playable game on the Steam Deck. This is of course very specific to the Steam Deck. I also tried it on my main PC and it works absolutely fine there, but it seems like the new engine is really not deck ready. But without further ado, let's take a look. Now, Wreckfest 2 is obviously the sequel to Wreckfest 1, which is obviously the sequel to Flatout, which is a car demolition game. Think wild racing, realistic crashes, no rules, and this time around it's powered by a brand new in-house engine called Romu, which really doesn't like my Steam Deck, but this engine provides better suspension physics, more detailed deformation, nastier wrecks. The overall really improves on the game. It is still focused on circuit races and demolition arenas with online multiplayer and more content planned as the game comes out of early access. However, in terms of performance, the game simply doesn't run well on the Steam Deck OLED. Now, the game is classified as playable, and the playable window says that some functionality is not accessible when using the default controller. That's fine. The game sometimes shows mouse, keyboard, or non-Steam Deck related icons. That's absolutely fine. I can live with that. Entering some text requires manually invoking the screen keyboard. Some in-game text is small, maybe difficult to read. The game requires manual configuration of graphics settings to perform well on the Steam Deck, and this game has minor graphics display issues on Steam Deck. Now, the last 2 points are straight up lies. The game does require manual configuration, but the game has a major graphics display issues on the Steam Deck, and that is the checkered box that you can see on the road. Not sure what is really causing this. Might be FSR, might be something else. I tried with and without FSR, but it seems this issue is present for everybody. There is currently no fix, and by everybody I mean everybody on Steam Deck. There is no fix for this, but as I said, the game does have FSRs. Unfortunately, the game doesn't really hold 30 FPS. There is a lot of cars on the screen sometimes in these races, and when you're looking at cars and when you're crashing around, the FPS really drops, and crashing around is really all you can do. Interestingly enough, if you drive in reverse, the FPS jumps up like double, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But it's really not a realistic way to play the game. So I tried everything to make this work. I would have been satisfied with a stable 30 performance if it was possible, even on the lowest settings. However, it's not possible. I tried different DirectX versions. I tried running it in Vulkan. I tried 10 or 15 different Proton layers versions, including Proton GE 10-1, which is the newest one. All the footage that you're seeing is with a lowered 720p resolution. So I tried that as well. I'm using the Steam Deck's internal FSR as well as the game's FSR. And if you set the game's FSR to ultra performance, the game looks worse than Need for Speed 5, which is, I think it came out 25 years ago in the year 2000. So, unfortunately, if you want to play this game on the Steam Deck, you can't. Just don't. The only viable option you have is to stream it from another PC. Either way, what you're gonna get is around 25 to 30 FPS. Most of the time it will be below 30 FPS. Battery life is around 2 hours, but that's inconsistent as well. And as I said, there's a major graphical glitch where roads appear with a weird checkerboard pattern. Now, if you find these Steam Deck performance breakdowns helpful, make sure to follow my Steam Curator page and my Steam group. I'll have links in the description below. I share all my written reviews there, and I post all the recommended settings for all these games that I test. It will be really awesome if you follow me there. I'm really not sure why this game is marked as playable when it is in fact not, and there's a ton of games that have been marked as unverified and unplayable, but play just fine and play much better than this. So this just goes to show that the Steam Deck verification system is not entirely accurate. So my final thoughts: is it worth it? Wreckfest 2 is not ready for the Steam Deck, or rather the Steam Deck is not ready for this game. The physics are impressive on paper, but the performance is wrecked. Even at 720p and lower settings, it barely runs. And the original Wreckfest looks nearly the same and runs miles better. until major optimization hits, just keep this one on the deck and stick with the first game. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, or at least a little bit funny. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more Steam Deck content, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in the next video.